I think that some people hearing this might think, okay, this is great for the students who want to maybe go into a career similar to yours. But I actually think it's beneficial to every student because, like, one of the things that I've talked about forever, if every kid is getting Googled and we're constantly telling them, hey, don't do this stuff because if anyone finds anything negative of you, you're going to lose opportunity. Where I'm saying, well, if everyone's Googling you and they find incredible stuff, then you're going to actually be in an advantage. So how does what you're talking about actually benefit a student who's not necessarily going on to become a journalist or maybe do this as their main, wants to do a career that doesn't necessarily have, and I don't want to say this as a focal point, but the main focal point, because like businesses know that if you want to, I don't know if you remember, if you ever saw the Dollar Shave Club, the Dollar Shave
Club for men, for sure.
Do you remember there was like the first commercial that went viral and it was so ridiculous that it actually basically started this business, but it was the business was around a razor, but it was the video that got people like all of a sudden signing up to it. So I think that when you're looking at there's different elements of this too, but this is what you're talking about is not just for the students who want to solely go into video creation, correct? Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with a student wanting to be a journalist like I was or be in the media profession. It has everything to do with transferable skills. We teach science. And to your point, I'm not against science, but every child would not be a scientist, but it's about what they learn through going through the scientific process. We have sports. Certainly you and I would have liked to be a professional athlete, and so many parents put their child in sports. A lot of them might feel like their child will be a professional athlete, but it's about the teamwork and it's about the work ethic. We have, music and Spanish, but every child isn't going to be a pianist. It's about the transferable skills that they learn through the video creation process. That's what I really hope that educators and specifically administrators take away from this. It's about the reading, because you have to do research and read information and the research. It's about the writing, as you mentioned, whether it's just a skit or a video story. Before you do anything, you have to write it out. It's about the presenting. So many times when I work with young people, because I have a journalist background, I emphasize narration and voiceover. So, what is your pacing like? What is your tone like? What is your projection? We need these communication skills because there are still adults who have a fear of public speaking. Yes, there is technology in terms of editing and things of that nature, but it's not just about being a media professional or being a journalist. It's skills that they can use in anything. If you want to open up your own restaurant, it will be good to know how to write videos to showcase the food choices that you have. If you want to open up a hair salon, it will be good to show the different hairstyles that you can do through video and can write that and can film that and present that. If you want to be a real estate agent and you want to showcase homes, every single profession, a car dealership, if you're in finance and business, like every profession, you're going to need to know how to create videos and need to know how to write. And going back to the example of presenting, again, if you're going to apply for a job and have an interview, you need to know how to present yourself and need to know how to speak. So this really has nothing to do with being a journalist as I was, or being a media professional. Is now taking technology, putting it in the classroom and changing the way that we teach students basic skills that is now more relevant and relatable to today's society, but it also has benefits that they can utilize in their everyday life. I hope that comes across.